Ah. Hello again. This is Bruce from The Epic Experiment and Garbage or Great, and we are back. We are playing 5 with Krang and Shredder tonight. We are playing 5 games of Brawl with Krang and Shredder, the new Dimir colored commanders from the Ninja Turtle set. And we'll see how we do tonight. It's sort of a bit of an experimental brew that I'm fooling around with that I like very much. Let's look at the deck together and go through deck tech. Of course, if you would like to see the deck list on Moxfield, available in the description down below. You can see all the shenanigans I've got. All right, let's see. So this deck is Krang and Shredder is a pretty fun card. So whenever Krang and Shredder enter or attack, each opponent exiles cards on the top of their library until they exile a non-land card, and then disappear. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, you may cast a card exiled with Krang and Shredder without paying its mana cost. So the key to Krang and Shredder, as I see it, is the fact that it enters or attacks. Now, the entering part is easy. There's lots of cards that have enter the battlefield triggers that allow you to take things from your opponent's deck and then use them in some way. Krang Shredder is particularly tricky because of the disappear clause down below, where you have to have something that leaves the battlefield. So, what could that be? Well, okay. So, the first thing is, how do we get the cards into exile? And so, there's a lot of blink style effects in this sort of deck. So, a great example of that would be at 4 mana, we have a Displacer Kitten. Displacer Kitten is a great way. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile it to one target non-land permanent you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So you blink Krang and Shredder, you're going to get to exile cards at the top of their library. Okay, that's one way. Thassa's Deep Dwelling does the same sort of thing. You can do it. And what else have we got? There's another couple other ways in the deck here that we can do that to go and get that flickered in and out of play. We also have some other targets that we can then use to go and replicate Krang and Shredder's effects if we find that maybe we can't resolve it. So we have Hama the Bloodbender, which is 2, and then Dimir Hybrid for a 3/3. And it is similar text. When Hama enters, target opponent mills 3 cards. Exile up to 1 non-creature, non-land card from that player's graveyard. For as long as you control Hama, you may cast the exiled spells during your turn by waterbending X rather than paying its mana cost, where X is its mana value. Alright, and we also have Gyruda, Doom of Depths. So this is 4 and a Dimir as a 6/6, and then your starting deck contains only cards with even mana values. I'm not choosing to play Gyruda in my companion zone. I'm choosing to play it as a card in my 99. When Gyruda enters, each player mills 4 cards. Put a creature card with an even mana value from among those milled cards onto the battlefield under your control. So that's sort of like the whole trick. There's a few other things you can do. The rest of the deck is a lot of card draw and control features that you're going to allow you to draw through your deck, draw things, and make a lot of useful stuff work. We do have things like the One Ring to help us protect us and draw cards. And if you can blink it with with the Kitten, you are going to be able to reset the counters and give yourself protection and all that other stuff. We've got lots of counter magic and interaction to keep our opponents off balance, and a fair amount of ramp in here. This card here, the Ooze, is probably the key to the whole thing, particularly if your goal is to play Shredder. So you need a way to have something leave the battle easily. Well, the Ooze is a perfect one because whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter leaves the battlefield, create a mutagen token. Not really what we're looking for. Tap, exile target card from a graveyard, create a mutagen token. So the mutagen tokens are very cheap. They're easy to use to go and sacrifice them to go put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. And now you've triggered Krang and Shredder's ability for the disappear to cast a thing. So this sort of ability is super key in this list, and if we can get it, then we're doing great. Other things that are, will do the trick. So you can go and get, what is something else here? Anyway, so Ooze Spill makes mutagen tokens. There's a few other things that will do it too. And so you're going to have the Cryogen Relic will let you sacrifice it to go and trigger it. So there are some ways to trigger Krang and Shredder. It's not really what we want to do. We want to blink it. And then last but not least, we have the Chromatic Orrery with Displacer Kitten. It allows you to do some really silly things, draw lots of cards, make lots of mana, and pretty much get yourself off the races. All right, so that is this deck. Let's go see how we fare playing 5 with Krang and Shredder. So let's go play some Brawl with Krang and Shredder. As always, if there are commanders you want me to see brewed up on Arena for Brawl, please put them in the comments down below. We'd love to have some input from you guys. What do you want to see? Okay, let's talk about what we've got here. So 3 lands. I think this is a pretty keepable hand. So we have Arcane, so Wizard's Class on 1, Arcane Signet on 2. We can play Kaido or Fairy Mastermind afterwards as we see fit. I think we're pretty good. Mutagen Man, Living Ooze. This is probably a problem. What does this do here? When this class enters, each player creates a food token. Well, that is kind of awesome for me, because that is kind of exactly the sort of thing I want to do. But we'll see how we fare. Temporal Manipulation. That's a pretty fun card. I don't know how good it is. So Mutagen Man makes a bunch of tokens. What does this thing do? Whenever an artifact opponent controls loses. Oh, you don't like that, do you? Well, I got news for you, my friend. We're going to play a whole bunch more artifacts. Woohoo! Okay, so Mutagen Man probably comes down on 3 here. Sure. I mean, I guess. That's a pretty good card, too, I have to say. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, so we're going to Ooze. That's perfect for our list. And we're going to use it right away. We're going to start eating his graveyard right up. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to hold tight here because I would like to flash in this Fairy Mastermind here. I don't really want to go and sacrifice these at this stage. I'm more interested in just creating them so that when Krang and Shredder gets online, then I have a good, reliable way to... There's only a food card reveal to put into your hand. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Okay, you make Heaped Harvest. That's a good ramp card. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to play this guy. Okay. So... I have 4 mana, so I'm going to have to do this, because I really need a 5th land here. Alright, so we're going to get a blue. And we're going to play Kaido's Infancy. We're gonna make a body here just to put things on the table, and we are going to swing.
I'll go high.
Now the real question I have is, do I want to put a counter on the ninja?
forward.
I don't think I do. I think I'm quite content to sit, represent that I've got interaction, and see what my opponent does. I bet he's going to resolve this Heaped Harvest, and then we'll go from there. I don't know, but that's my inclination. I think he's probably going to ramp. Hardened Bonds. Whenever a person is going to put on a creature you control, seek a creature card. Huh, that's a very good card. Okay. Okay. Whenever an artifact an opponent controls. Okay. What is my opponent doing here? Opponent says attack. Well, I'm going to move to block with my thing here. That's why I created him, to protect Kaito. My turn. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So, I think first things first, we get rid of the thing in the graveyard here. We do this to our guy.
Let's surprise him.
I think the correct choice is the Ominous Seas.
We got this, Pom-Pom-Chan.
Ooh. We'll put that and that. No, we want that. And we play a land for turn. Okay. We're in a pretty good shape here to right off the hop here. So we've got a Cavalier Gales. We've drawn some cards. Got some interaction. We've got a pretty powerful spell in hand. Destroy it. Okay. Return target Destroy up to one target. I don't think I really want you destroying my Cavalier Gales. Thank you. I would much rather keep it. Thank you. Now, I don't know if he's going to have... Sure. I'm pretty okay with that. I mean, he doesn't really appreciate that he's probably in a little bit of danger here, but... let's see. Let's do this first. Oh, I don't think I want that. I don't think I want that. No, I want that first. And then we attack with this. And we're gonna plus...
Outwitted you again?
I don't think it matters particularly.
Stick to the shadows.
I think I'm throwing out this. End turn. This guy is like planning something big here. He's got like a bunch of... He's got a bunch of land, and so there's gonna be something kind of scary coming out here. If I get another untapped phase, like maybe he's got a way to win here. Eleanor creates a food token at the beginning of your end step. If you sacrifice a food token, search your library for a basic land card. Okay, that seems fine. This is just value on his end. That's just making more things, which is fine. Okay. Nothing here I've seen is so detrimental that I can't. Okay, we're going to exile this from his graveyard. Okay. Okay, pass. Sure, you can go find basic land. I'm wondering what this is, what the payoff to all this is. All right. Okay, so we are going to uptick this thing. Oh,
let's surprise him.
I'm going to keep that. That's excellent interaction for me. And now we're going to temporal manipulation and slam Legend Shredder. Okay, and he's just done. Okay, cool. We got a win right off the hop. I don't know what the game plan there with that green deck was. It was a little scary looking with the amount of mana he had generated, but we were able to turn a corner there to the point where our opponent had seen enough and was prepared to say, I'm done. All right. 1 down. 4 to go. The goal, as always, is a winning record. Let's go 3-2 tonight with Krang and Shredder. See how we do. That time we just sort of out-carded our opponent with value. Okay, let's have a look here. I don't mind this. So I have Island on 1 for into the Flood Maw if I need to. I have Iron Crag on 2, and then I can go Scrawling Crawler on 3. I don't love Scrawling Crawler on 3 without having the ability to back it up with counter magic, but sometimes you just got to go, right? And we're gonna go. We're gonna give it a try. We are playing 5-color legendary turtles, and there's going to be many turtles. Okay, that's okay. I mean, I would rather see this than some of the other commanders. If I see, you know, I don't know, some of the other ones that are out there, I would rather see this, I think. Okay, so we're going to go Iron Crag. So the real question is, do I want to hold up counter magic next turn, or do I just want to just jam? I kind of think, because I'm playing second on the draw, I'm probably going to want to hold up my counter magic, because I really think it's important for me to basically even up the matter here. And I don't know. Okay, so yeah, he's sitting on a bunch of. So I'm now pretty well compelled. Whenever one of our ninja turtles you deal combat damage to a player, put up each of those creatures and draw a card. So here's the danger. Like if I could jam Scrawling Crawler and then hold up Flood Maw. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to get assertive here and try and get on the board here and force my opponents into attacking and getting busy here. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this comes back to bite me, but that's okay. You didn't want to watch a boring game anyway. So let's get risky and do something kind of crazy. I'm looking at, so he's got white, green, this could be red, and this could be, so he's missing a color for his turtle. So that's fine. I'm not going to stop him from cultivating. I could if I wanted to be a particular big jerk, but that's not what I think. I don't think you counteract the ramp spell. I think next turn I sit on my refute or my ooze spell, probably ooze spell. Because I'm going to get 2 draws to hit a land, which is going to be good. It's going to be a little bit closer. Splinter, you're a 3-2, a 2-2. I don't think I care that much, but we're not letting him just destroy my thing. Oh, cancel. Return target creature card and opponent draws. Cancel. We're not doing that. Do I want to return the rat? No, I think we're going to let it. I don't really mind that. We're going to find a black source just to be safe here. Do I want this to go back to his hand? Yeah, you know what? Let's use our mana. Let's put this back in his hand, please. Spend your mana, my friend. That's fine. You can have it. Okay, so if I go Cryogen Relic, I can get a draw card here. That's fine. I hold up my turn. End turn. So then when my opponent goes turtles, we can counter back. Attacking creatures you control have double strike. Well, I think we counter that. I don't really have a lot of interest in getting run over by angry turtles. It might happen anyway, but I'm not really that excited about the whole process. Cowabunga. Okay, so this is going to go dig. Okay. We're digging and whatnot. Let's see what he generates. This is a pretty cool commander. I mean, there's enough turtles in this set that you can get some pretty good things, but it also triggers on mutants and ninjas. I don't know how many other mutants there are. There's probably a few. There are ninjas, and because of Kamigawa, there's definitely are ninjas floating around. Baxter, fly in the ointment. All right, so we have got our commander online. Do I want to go for it? I mean, I don't really have a play if I do, so I think the correct answer is I'm going to draw, looking for answers, target a player, obviously, thanks, and I gotta discard a land card. Sure, I'll discard this land card. So now I think I wait my turn and hold up. Again, I think I'm looking to try and bag a pretty good spell with a refute. Maybe I'm wrong. Baxter. Baxter enters or attacks each creature you control with a counter against flying for the turn. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1. That is definitely not happening. I am not Okay, I'm going to discard this Palladium Mirror. I'm going to take some damage from this thing, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Okay. That's really not what I wanted. Okay, well, I think in this situation, we go Ledger Shredder, and we hold up. Okay. This is going to be 5 mana, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is Intervention even useful? Actually, I think it might be. We'll see what my opponent does. End turn. No, I may be out of luck here. Okay. That's actually problematic for me. Oh dear. I think I might be dead here. Lots of counters on his face. What does this do? Look at the top X cards. What would I look for? It's not a bad idea. Let's go. X is 2. Wow. That's disappointing. Is that ever disappointing? Alright, Krang and Shredder. Let's rip something good here. No, decline. Okay, what does this do? Yeah, well, we're doing that. Okay, we're discarding. We're discarding a land. As much as I hate to say it. Those power target creature you don't control. Cool. That's pretty good news. Let's kill the thing. Alright. That's okay. I don't mind that. Okay, that's not great though. So he can still replay heroes in the half shell here. Which is a problem, admittedly. But we're not in a terrible spot here. So this thing gets indestructible, and then he fumigates the table. Discard a card. Well, I'm just going to discard this Swan. And this is a little... Take action. I am quickly going to be dead to a very difficult rat to kill here. Okay, so what do I do here? Okay, I think, actually, sounds crazy as it sounds here, I got 7 mana. So 7 mana doesn't get me very far. So we're going to have to dig to my next return here. And I've got 2... I don't really have a good choice here, so I think... I guess I gotta dig, right? I gotta dig. Yeah, we'll put a stun counter on that thing, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna play this, and then we're gonna play Cavalier again. Put 2 cards on your library. Yeah, something like that. And play a land. Oh, it's kind of feels bad, man. So the question becomes now, do I spark double the Cavalier, or do I go for Hama, Rocksteady? What are you? Another non-token creature you control enters purple's most target creature. Okay. So that's going to be a 5/5, 6/6. That's a mess for me. I can't very well... Okay. What is the answer? And it has Minachi? Trample, Vigilance, Haste. That's really frustrating. So, I'm going to die to menace creatures, one way or the other here. So, what is my answer? I think my answer is I have to go and spark double this thing. That's really not getting me there, is it? Well, this is not helping me, so... Okay, we're playing that one. If I play this, it doesn't really do it for me, does it? I think I'm dead to this, because I don't think I have enough blockers. Decline. Yeah, I don't think I really have enough blockers online. Oh, that stinks. Well, we have to wish him a good game, and then we have to concede here, because he's got double menacing creatures, and we can only block one of them. So one of those big thumpers get through and kill us. Alright, 1-1. Oh, that was unfortunate. I feel like I misplayed there. I feel like there was a misplay, and I wasn't real happy about it. But let's see. Maybe we can pull this one together and have ourselves a good win. I'd like to see some of my blink targets that I was sort of planning on, you know, making use of. They're kind of a key component of what I want to do, but we'll see. Sometimes variance has other ideas, doesn't it? Haha! Alright, we are playing Ultima, Origin of Oblivion. Colorless. I forgot what Ultimate does. I'm going to keep this hand. Okay. Whenever Ultimates put a blade counter target land, as far as that land has been blade counter, at least. Okay, we are being rude. Hello, my friend. I don't like your colorless ramp deck that's going to make my lands die. Not a fan. We are playing Bitter Blossom on... He's going to have to kill that. Okay, we are doing this, and we are doing Ledger Shredder. We'll see what our opponent does. Palladium Mirror. That means his commander is out next turn. Oh, that's super unpleasant. Alright, well, we're doing that. Well, we're doing this. We're gonna get in there now. Flying. Are you for real, man? This thing is just... Alright, well, we're playing Artificer's thing. No attacks. Okay, now what are you doing? I have an armada of flying things. I will happily trade with your thing. Void Winnower? Oh. Okay, what does this want me? Events can't cast spells with even mana values. Well, there's no point keeping that then. Okay. How does one stop a... How does one hold off a Ledger Shredder? I don't really know. I feel kind of foolish, but I don't really know how one stops a Ledger Shredder. Sorry, a Void Winnower from killing you with 11... like, oh, it's so bad. It's like just a beating. Yeah, it's probably a good game. Wow. Alright, I mean, what can I say? Like, he's, like, what can I say? When I get Emrakuled like that, I lose. Alright, good job, my friend. Alright, at least that one was quick. I don't even feel bad about that. I didn't have a bad start, it's just, like, he did better stuff than I did. There was no argument there. I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing today. Whew. Whew. Okay, so we're 1 and 2. We gotta get a win here. Even up the score. Let's get a win. See if we can get a win. That's the plan. That's the plan, right? Jadzi, Oracle of Arcadius. I don't love this. I like having Kitten and Cavalier, but those are expensive. I don't think I like this better. Yeah, this is better. So we're going to go Mystic Remora on 1. See if it draws us a card. We're going to try. We're going to see if our opponent feeds it a little. Yeah, there we go. We drew our card back. Take action. Get our card back. That is not what we wanted to see. Okay, we're taking that. Okay, there's a land. Okay, never punished. Love it. Alright, my friend, feed us. Feed us the things. That's perfect. Take action. Feed me. Feed me the cards. All the cards, my friend. One more? You got one more in you? Oh, that's provision. I will decline now. I've drawn... It drew me a few. It's fine. Okay, we're going to play this. And we go, think we go with Ooze. We put in our language, curse from your hand on the battlefield. Whenever you cast it, okay, and then we are going to exile a thing from your graveyard. Okay, this is, we need, I think I play this. That way when I hit a land off the next turn, because that's clearly what I'm going to do. I'm planning it right now. I hit a land off the top of my deck, slam a Krang and Shredder. That's right. Like, that's how we drew it up, right, folks? This is a problem. I'm going to need something to bounce all that stuff back. That's a lot of value it's going to generate. Growth Spiral, you say, huh? But you can't pay the trigger on it again, so that's a couple. Can't pay the trigger. We're okay. Oh, you can't. No, never mind. I lied. Ah! Well, alright, fine. You do it your way. Alright, first off, we're gonna eat a thing in your yard. We're not having things everywhere. We're going one ringing, and we're gonna go. We are trying to look for a card. We want to land. That is not a land. That's really frustrating. Okay, we need a land, folks. That's what we need. Mine's Desire. Well, I am much less interested in that. Oh. 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 Well, that's a problem. Oh. This is how you do this, isn't it? I guess he's doing the thing now. Well, I mean... Ah, yes, send a message. Alright. That's really unhelpful, actually. Alright, we're gonna do Floodlord. Okay, we're gonna discard the... We're not playing that. Who are we kidding? We have this. We are eating something from a graveyard. We're eating your Mind's Desire. You do not get to replay that at some point. We're gonna hold that up like we actually might have something to do with it. I don't think we do. I am very concerned about the number of things he's producing. Bugs. Jazzy. Okay, so what we're looking for here. Do I block? Probably I block, right? Oh, whatever. Okay, good game. Oh, they all have haste and are gonna kill me. Okay, okay, okay. I've seen enough. That was kind of got skunked on land. Wonder if I should have played the Palladium Mirror earlier. I might have had to. Anyway, all right. Well, 1-3, and so we're gonna have a losing record to end the night. But let's see if we can get a little bit. Let's make one last good show here before we wrap up tonight's games. But oh well, Raph and Mikey Troublemakers. It seems like a classic right now. That's what everybody's doing. All right, what do we got? I got some interaction. I'm okay. Like, I think this is okay. I think we've got playable stuff. Things that are going to keep our opponents off. Okay, turn. All right. I mean, the issue does become that Raph and Mikey just generally lead to very large things being cast over and over again at me. But, you know, hey, what do I know? Guardian. So, we'll see what's happening here. What does our opponent do? 4 mana. I bet this is a ramp spell. You are making it into a 2/2. Okay. The question is, do I want to just use my mana? I think I just want to use it. I could save that spell and never actually fire it off, so I think I'm going to get my value while I can. Alright, well, I mean, we're going to represent like we have a counter spell, because this has got flash. We're going to see what our opponent does. Maybe he just replays the idol, which is fine. I think we just do this, and we just go for it. Because he's not ramping with it right now. And then we play 4. Okay. We have a this. So again, I think I hold up my mana, and then we maybe cast the Roaring River Regent here. We'll see what our opponent does, because I think the correct response is like maybe get some draw our cards and then discard things. I think that's the answer. We're gonna dig. So we're at 6 mana. So that is definitely back on top of your library. You can cast that next turn. That's okay by me. Okay, that's not really ideal, but we're gonna go for this guy. Okay, what is this gonna do? Prize your relic. We're gonna put that back. We're gonna put that back. And we will put that on top. Yeah. Okay. I'm probably unlikely to be able to block with this. So I guess we get our beats in, right? That's kind of the answer. Actually, at this point, I'm pretty okay with it because now he's basically been time walking himself a turn. So, okay, I'm okay with that. Okay, so we're here, and I think I go Krang and Shredder here. Oh, do I, or do I hold off? I might. Think I do Krang and Shredder because I know Raph and Mikey are coming down, and I'm prepared to trade my Raph and Mikey for my Krang and Shredder for their Mikey. What is this thing? Glimpse the core. Well, we're gonna send you. I'm gonna keep the Cavalier back to block if I need to. This is Raph and Mikey coming down, and this is going to be something big. I am almost guaranteeing you, but I can Meringue River Regent them back if I can survive the attack. Okay, yeah, Raph and Mikey. Okay, what is the answer? What are we doing? Galta. Well, I may not survive this attack, actually, so never mind. But, yeah, it doesn't matter. This is academic now. Holy moly. Talk about, like, just ripping all the gas. Holy jumping. I don't even know what to say to that. That's 19 damage. That's a 2-mana spell. Like, that's not getting there, right? So, what do I do here? What is this? Pay 7 life to bounce it? Like, I don't even know if that gets me there. Holy jumping. I can't kill Galta. I can kill this thing with blows, I guess. Oh, that is just a lot of abuse, really. What? Take action? What? Okay. I don't know how that happened, but okay. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 mana, so he gets a Galta again, but doesn't have haste. Does it really matter even if I just bounce everything? I don't know if it does. Well, I guess we gotta try, right? What am I really frightened? I guess we're going Meringue River Region. I guess that's gotta get bounced, and like that's gonna get bounced. Like, it feels pretty good to bounce. You know, this is hopeless. This thing's. Oh boy. Okay, we're just gonna say good game to him because like. Okay, I'm not countering anything you cast. For the record, my friend, sure. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would have done differently here. I think the number of large things that came out of his hand when he happened to hit a Galta was kind of absurd. Well, I guess that's what's happening, right? We're just going to get trounced by too many things. I just think it's there's something absurd coming out of the top of this thing, so. Yeah, man. Like, it's just, sure. We have all the things. Alright. I can only block... I'm legit... I can block 2 of these things, and I don't think it matters particularly what. I guess... I'm still dead. Oh, jeez. I guess that is trample. That is... They all have trample. So there's 15, 22. I can only absorb 12. I guess I go to... I don't know if there's a good way to do this here, folks. I think I'm dead. Alright, well, we're going to concede. Alright, there we have it. I guess we're going back to the drawing board with old Krang and Shredder. I had an idea. Didn't work. But that's okay. Sometimes it's experiments, and experiments don't always pan out. So, alright. Thanks very much, folks. Sorry that we didn't have a bit of a better result tonight, but we went 1 and 4 tonight with Krang and Shredder. I'll have to retool that one and come back and see if I can't make Krang and Shredder be a little bit more of an equal match for some of what we were seeing. I mean, what we were seeing, we saw an awful lot of big creatures. I mean, the Ultima deck was very, very big, lots of ramp, and I needed more interaction to deal with it. The Raph and Mikey deck, again, same thing. Lots of explosive big creatures coming out at you for real quick order. So I guess sometimes that's what happens, though. So if you like what you've seen, you can always like and subscribe. Help me out, even if I take a beating on the screen, so you don't have to. By all means, you'll also check out our social media. It's in the description down below, as is the link to the podcast. You can check out our podcast each and every week. We are talking Commander. We're hopefully getting a bit of a segment on some Cube coming up. And, of course, if you want to check the deck list, or any of our deck lists, our Moxfield link is down below in the description as well. Thanks very much, everybody. Thanks for joining me for 5 with Krang and Shredder, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.